The game Assassin's Creed 2 is a sequel to Assassin's Creed 1, really, where in the first game, you were Desmond Miles, a guy in the prison being kidnapped by a big corporation called Abstergo. And he was forced to go in an experiment with a machine called Anonymous. And this machine let you relive the life of an ancestor. In the first game, you would play Altair, a master assassin during the Third Crusade in the Middle East, and now you play Ezio, an assassin in the Italian Renaissance era. So it's much different. We changed the setting, so instead of being in the Middle East, it's in Italy, and instead of being like a master assassin, you play a Florentine noble at first, and something will happen to him, and he will have to become an assassin and learn how to assassinate people. Well, there's many different factors that drew us to the Italian Renaissance. First, it's a beautiful setting, beautiful cities. It's a fantasy era. I mean, by that is that a lot of people wish they would be there. They wish to come here in Italy. And we felt also that technology-wise, we could do it. We could do those cities, we could put the main gameplay of the first game and put it in Florence instead of being in Damascus. We felt that it would be a nice continuation from the first game, but it wasn't planned at first. It's just that when we started to do the brainstorming of what do we do next, Italian Renaissance came up and said, wow, yes, conspiracy, families that fight each other, architectures, that you can climb, do free run, beautiful back alleys in which you can put our crowds in. So he said, yeah, it's a perfect fit. And then we started our research, and we actually realized that we could also talk about famous people. So we could have Leonardo da Vinci, we could have Machiavelli or Michelangelo in our game, and that would attract people towards Assassin's Creed. The way we worked is we try to be as historically accurate as possible, so it can be, a tool to live this time period. I mean, it's a game, so it's not a college paper on Italian Renaissance. It's actually a game about fighting and running and escaping and all that. But yes, we're trying to be as accurate as possible. So, but yeah, young kids shouldn't be playing Assassin's Creed to learn about history though. But something we added in the game is a database. So when you play, you can go and learn about some characters, some locations, some historical events. So not only can you have fun, but you can also learn a little bit more about this time period. That was one of the main concerns from people in the first game, even though we sold 9 million copies of the first one. Some people felt it was a bit too much repetitive. And so the reason why I personally feel is that we gave away the game structure right from the start, and we never changed it. So at the beginning of AC1, we will tell you there's nine guys that you have to find and assassinate. And you would have to do some investigation mission, and then you would have to assassinate the guy. And that didn't change at all. So this time around we say, no, we're going to tell you the story of Ezio throughout his life. And you never know what's coming next. So even though, just like in any game, you're doing sometimes the same thing, since the story is always different, since you're always, you don't know, what was that? Sorry. Since you don't know why you'll be doing the next thing, it's always different. And we made sure that we're giving a lot more to do also, and that we would surprise the player. So we have those, big cities in which you can play, but we also have secret locations to go, and those secret locations is all about going inside buildings. We have exotic gameplay, so you'll be flying with the Leonardo da Vinci flying machine, or you'll be attacked in a caravan when you'll be traveling from Florence to Venice, for example. So not only did we manage to have better story, less of a game design structure, but also we built new gameplay, new situations, so it's never the same. We worked on every single aspect of the main pillar, so we made sure that we had more weapons type. We came up also with a brand new crowd system, in which not only do you have only individuals and that makes a crowd, but also you have groups in which you can blend. We give a lot more options to fight, to assassinate. You can now assassinate from different places, from Bale of Hay, from while you climb. What else is there? You now have the possibility to hire some people and some mercenaries, courtesans, or thieves, and you make friends. So you have new ways of climbing. So really every single part of the game from Ezio 1, we work to make it better. And so if you like the first one, everything's there, you know. Plus, if you never played the first one, go buy it. But not only that, if you never played the first one, you'll see that we're teaching you how to play. We're teaching you how to be an assassin, and I'm pretty sure you'll like it. When we started the project, we came here, 8 of the guys from the team, and we did a tour of Italy. We did Rome, Florence, the Tuscany countryside, and Venice, and we took pictures and pictures and pictures, and we designed the game here in this setting. And then when we came back home, we hired an historian who was with us on the team, and we did our research, and then we actually tried to recreate the time period with us, like to be as accurate as possible. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because you have to make hard choices sometimes, mainly because of technical reason. No, we did our own work. When we finished our script, there was 2 things we did. We sent the script to another historian to make sure that it was correct, and also all the Italian language, because we use a lot of Italian language in the game, in the English version, and we made sure that this Italian was correct. That sometimes even they would use some Florentine words instead of using some Italian words, because we're in Florence, and to give a little bit more flavor, or when we would go in Venice to have Venetian words. So I met with a little bit of Italian press, and it's a bit of like I told them, it's a bit like an Italian homage also. But it's a work of art on how the Italian Renaissance in Italy is all about beauty, even though it's also about violence. It's got this thing, this conflict about being beautiful yet being really raw and really rough. So in Assassin's Creed 2, it's got that both feeling. But we love this country. I do, at least. So it's in it. It's in it.